So how do you make a watermark? That's the signature or the logo that you sometimes see in the bottom right of people's artwork. It is very easy. Come to where I'm circling and we will create a new file. For once, I'm going to use screen size. Normally I say don't because there's not enough pixels and I have videos for that on this channel. But for a simple watermark, yeah, should be fine. So just tap, create the file. Come to your layers panel, tap on it, and I'm going to tap just where I'm circling to create a slightly darker background color so that I can see what I'm doing. I have white selected for my colors. For my brush, I could use any brush. Just for this, I've come to the Procreate library. I'm in the inks brush set and I'm going to use Nightjar. My brush size is set to 100% and so is my opacity. So now, look, I'll just do a couple of letters. D, C, Drippy Cat. And because I want to be really, really cheesy... Oh, okay, yeah, I'll leave it. The next thing, and just for this logo, it's kind of facing downwards a little bit. You don't want logos doing that. You want something to look a little bit more pointing upwards because upwards is optimistic. And I can just tap where I'm circling again to commit to that. Let's throw in something extra. Let's come to our wrench icon, come to canvas, come to crop and resize, and I'm just going to crop this down so that I've just got a tiny little bit of space around that logo. Come to our tick mark in the top right. The very last thing, and this is important, come back to your layers panel. For the background color, well, I don't want that. I want a transparent background. So see the little tick mark? Turn it off. Now you have a transparent background. So now we come to our wrench icon again, come to share. I'm going to share the image as a PNG file because a PNG file can have transparent pixels. I'm going to save to files. I'll come to my iCloud drive because we've all got it because we have an iPad. Well, let's save it in my Procreate projects folder. I will tap where it says save as and I'll call this. I'll save it as logo01, come to save. All right, so let's find something. Okay, let's try Find Phase 01 from the Create Rock Art with Procreate course. Check out layers, make sure we're not on one of these layers low down. You want to find the topmost layer, or group in this case. Then come to our wrench icon, come to add, insert a file. Go to my iCloud drive, Procreate projects, and logo01, tap on that, it loads up, and I can place that wherever I want. Let's make the size a bit smaller. Should we put it about there? Let's move up a little bit. I can rotate it some more if I want. I can have it overlaid there. Come to my layer, which commits to it. I'm going to tap on that little end that I'm circling because then I get my opacity slider. And I can take the opacity to wherever I want it, so you get a watermark effect. And I know that logo01 file is in my Procreate projects folder, so I can use it again and again and again, and I can alter the opacity all I want. Now let's show you a couple of different variations on this. And let's come and make sure we find the topmost layer so we can add this on top of everything. Come to our wrench icon again, add, insert a file, and uh-oh, here's a bit of a problem because it's looking very light, and if I lower the opacity even more so it becomes a watermark, you can barely see it. If that happens to you, tap where I'm circling, and you can choose invert. And when I do, light becomes dark, dark becomes light because it's inverted. And position that however you want. Okay, one more variation. I'm going to turn on my background color again. I am going to swipe to the left and duplicate this layer. I'm going to come to my transform and I'm going to move this off a little bit to the side. And have I still got enough space at the top? Yes, I do. So let's move that maybe to about there. Then I'm going to come to the layer below. I'll do what I did before. I will invert, so I'm getting a drop shadow. And come to my adjustments. I want to choose Gaussian blur. Put my finger on the top left of my canvas and slide to the right. I start to blur that darker background like that. Okay. Turn the background color off again, so I've got transparency, and come to share, share image, PNG, save to files. I'm in the same directory, and I will call this one logo02 drop shadow, and save. So now I'll come to some artwork. Let's make sure I have the top layer selected. Then add, insert a file. Logo 02 drop shadow. So now I've got my drop shadow, so come to my layer, I can alter the opacity like this. Now I'd like to play with one or two of the layer blend modes, but here's the thing, if I choose the darken blend modes, that light area disappears, although having said that, that could be quite a nice effect. And if I choose the lighter blend modes, well, the dark bits are going to disappear. I explained this in the video on blend modes. So what I'll do is I'll come to the contrast blend mode, so the darks get darker and the lights get lighter. And if I do that, you can see the logo as a watermark, but you're getting the darker and lighter bits of the painting below showing through. And you can play with the different contrast blend modes to find an effect that you like and play around the opacity all you want. Okay, so that's how to do a watermark with a few extras on top. And now just one bit of advice. You do find some people who are understandably worried about other people taking their artwork from the internet, and so they'll put their artwork on social media with their logo plastered all over the place. That can be okay, for example, if you're sending a sample of some finished artwork to a paying client and you're worried they might want to be a client more than they want to be a paying client. So this can protect your work because the client can see the artwork, like you can see this picture. And if you're going to do this, I suggest you put the logo around where the eyes are because people always look at the eyes. And with this, you can see the artwork. I mean, look, you can see the eyes perfectly clearly, and so can the client. But in any picture where there are eyes, people always look at the eyes. And so the eyes are the exact area where you'd want the watermark to be removed. And because we are such experts at looking at eyes, that is going to be the most difficult area to remove the watermark. And the very final piece of advice, sometimes people use their signature. Well, okay, you can do that, but do not use the signature you use to write checks with or provide a sample signature for some legal documents. You do not want that signature out in the world. So if you can like and subscribe, that would be great. Check the links below for some top quality education. Also, check out this, the Drippy Cat Art Studio, which is a complete art studio in a box.